those of you that can hear me, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to join this webinar. I don't think I would have known how to run larger organizations, work in larger organizations, if I hadn't gone to HBS. Working with entrepreneurs and venture capitalists, I'm the person that has operating experience. And that changes things a lot. CEOs listen to you a lot more, and especially my time in Kaplan and Microsoft and Gates Foundation, time I spent at the Smithsonian on the board there, that's helped me understand a little bit more about how government works. 12 years on University of Virginia's board for the education school. These are all larger organizations, more like the federal government. Conscious capitalism is basically the idea that companies can and should exist that are not just about profit, they're also about having positive impact in the world. Lots of startups and small businesses that are focused on improving, in my world, educational outcomes, workforce outcomes. These are related concepts that, you're only as good as your team. You all know that as leaders, we're always talking about hiring people that are better than us, that can actually outperform, giving them the resources and tools that they need to succeed. Are there ways to make college more affordable? Are there more efficient pathways that can be and already are invented to go from education to workforce? And then what do we need to rebuild the middle class? At this point, there are more than 250 programs around the country where people get upskilled or reskilled in things like computer science, data analytics, mixed blue collar skills. In a way, these new collar jobs that you can get upskilled and get a credential are like the blue collar jobs of the 50s and 60s that built the middle class 2 generations ago. AI is here to stay, and it's going to be a huge change in how schools work, businesses work. Everything will be affected. Now, in terms of how we make it less scary for people, is that we have to create the right regulatory structure and the right liability structure so that the folks who are inventing AI at Google and OpenAI and Midjourney and all these other companies, so that there is the proper liability structure. Younger people are saying, conscious capitalism, tell me more about that. They're saying, tell me more about how to do a program and get to a $50,000 a year job faster. Tell me more about your idea that everybody's first house that they buy should automatically be at a 4% fixed interest rate so that I could buy my house sooner. So I'm trying like crazy to get my voice heard among more and more young people who don't want to wait 20 years for these things to change. They want it changed now. Now, all that said, the older you get, and this applies to all of us, we become a little bit more cynical. We feel like the world can't change. But hopefully, I'm making you think you have a voice too. You can make this change. We can take this country back. Well, I want to thank everybody for making yourself available for this and joining in. And so I really, really appreciate your time. And remember, this is our movement. This is our moment to make change in the world because we have the experience and the connections to do it. And we can lift up all these young people who will do even more work than us.